There you go. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, ask me a question.
All right,
You're the interviewer.
What's your name?
My name is Travis. Some people could know me as Doc Jones.
Awesome. Where are you from?
I'm originally from New York, right outside New York City, and now I'm from Las Vegas. Otherwise, well, some people call it Sin City, I call it Saint City.
I'd agree with that one. How'd you end up in Las Vegas?
I was chasing money and the devil.
Alright.
Yeah, I moved here in hopes of making lots of money and fulfilling all my wildest dreams and fantasies. And I did that for a long time.
And that's changed recently?
I guess you could say that. Yeah, my life has dramatically changed over the last year.
Yeah. So what happened to make your life drastically change?
I met this guy, his name is Jesus. I call him Yeshua.
Awesome. So what's your story? How'd you meet Jesus? How'd that all happen?
Well, at the time, I was a nightlife photographer. I was a part-time pimp in strip clubs, and I had I don't know if I'll call it pimp, but like I was dating a few strippers, and they gave me money, so whatever you want to call that. And at the time, I was basically drunk every night. Tequila was my drink of choice, and it's just money, lots of money, lots of women, lots of alcohol, and in a city they call Sin City. You put that together, and it's kind of like it's not a good thing. And my heart was empty. Like I remember specifically the morning I woke up, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I didn't recognize the person who was there, and I knew that this wasn't what life was about, and so at the time and through all this, I was married. I had 2 kids, and you can imagine someone who would do that, and I speak of myself in the third person like that because it wasn't me, or maybe it was the bad me. And I think someone that did all those things didn't know what love was at all. They had no concept of love, and if they did, they had a good way of hiding it.
So then you came to know God through, what was his name? You mentioned a guy earlier that introduced
Jesus.
you. Oh, mentioned Jesus. Yeah, that's right. Did
So
anybody introduce you to Jesus, or did you just have a personal encounter?
Well, at the time, my wife, we were separated. I had sent her back to New York for a summer, and then she came back with the kids, and I was still drunk all the time. And I had this experience where I felt disgusted, woke up, and just, I just needed something. I had one of those experiences like God, if you're real, like just show me something, right? And so my wife at the time, she had started going to Central, big church, looks like an airport, and she wouldn't talk to me, but I would go and like just follow her. One, I could see my kids when we were there, and so I would go and just start soaking it in a little bit, and I wasn't really ready. So I think Central was God put me in such a perfect place to get saved. Because like Central is one of those places where they're not like, real forceful, but like they just let you kind of, you could sit in the back row and leave when and not have to talk to anybody. And it was one of those things that was perfect for me to kind of plant that seed. And then one day, a pastor, he was opening a church in Vegas. His name is Vince Antonucci. He opened a church called Verve, and he came and spoke at Central as a guest speaker. I remember the date. It was December 15th, 2009. And he gave a message that night that broke me down to tears. And the hard heart that I had before was shattered that day. And I think God, the Holy Spirit, really worked inside me over that month before, and it's amazing.
Sweet. One last question. So what are you doing now in your life?
Right now, over the last year, I started writing again. So I put out an album. I started doing gospel rap and producing songs. And then I started all these different ministries. I have a ministry called Saint City Project. If you want to check it out, saintcityproject.com. I'm going into full-time ministry. I dedicate my life to the Lord, and I just want to show people His love. The same love that I feel right now in my heart, I want to show that to other people.
Awesome. So now you've gotten to meet Travis and a little bit of his life, and we are checking out.